I just made it to Texas A&M. This is stop number 7 of the Collegiate Waterfowl Tour this year already. This weekend I will be hunting with Steven. He's the vice president of the DU chapter here. Tonight is actually their annual banquet, so it was a great timing. But one thing I want to mention, the reason I am here is because they locked in a spot on our tour this year because they are the national champions of our National Collegiate Waterfowl Championship, Collegiate Waterfowl National Championship. That's what it's called. Yes, so they were the national champions of that, where 64 colleges went head-to-head to be the national champions for the tournament. So they beat out schools in the Fowl 4. I think it was Montana State, and then I think, was it East Carolina? East Carolina. Yeah, but yeah, they locked in a spot for this year's tour, and so we're going to do the same thing this upcoming March, so stay tuned for that. But make sure to subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate that. But I'll have Steven here explain kind of what's going on this weekend.
Howdy, my name is Steven Fuqua. Like Derek said, I'm the vice president for Aggieland, or Texas A&M Ducks Unlimited. We're having our annual banquet this year for the fall. We have a mini spring banquet, but right now we have our main banquet. I think we have just under, I think we have like almost 500 people, 490, 500 people in attendance, which is a great turnout, especially with numbers being down from COVID, but happy to be here, happy to have Derek. Yeah, so this weekend we are going to hunt, we're going south, we're going to Eagle Lake, which is about an hour and a half from College Station. North Zone is opening up for us, but where we normally hunt, the river is a little too high, so we're gonna go down to some rice country. We're not hunting the rice field, but we're hunting all around rice fields. Last week we did some scouting and some hunting, and we saw close to about 2,000 birds flying around. We didn't really hunt where we want to hunt because we want to save it for this weekend, but we have since then put a little more water in the pond, and we roller chopped it to stir some things up for the ducks. So we're looking forward to it. Probably have some specks, a lot of ducks, pintail, teal. So we'll see how it goes, but ready for a good time.
Is that the one right there?
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna win it. 3, 4, 5. I got 6 tickets, and I think I'm gonna put them in here. I put all my white tickets in one bucket. I put 20 tickets in one bucket. So, oh, I gotta fold them. That's how you win, though. If
fold
you
the
fold
corners
them,
in. You gotta kind of like poke the person that's.
Oh, you gotta fold. See, this is the technique. If you fold the corners in, like that, and then you just do a little pinch right there, it's stuck to the finger better. That's how you win. They don't tell you that, but that's how you win these raffles right here.
Over rural America. Here is Best Friends. Best Friends, a lot of number 11. Coming to you here, but you get 250 where he would have been to live.
What do you got there?
One of our banquet puppies, our auction puppies. One of our officers' family actually donated her, so 100% donated. So all the money spent on her goes straight to conservation.
Come on. Lucky ticket number 3500035. Number 35.
You didn't even have a chance.
No.
Come on now.
I should have done it. She talked me into it. That's unfortunate.
Negative in the 22. He would have been a 21. Negative in the 22. Negative in the 22. 21, 2. Now $1,000 bid. 900 negative in the. Want to make that correction and not misstate it. It is not all inclusive because airfare is not included. All the rest of it is.
So here at Texas A&M, I am a master's student in ecology and conservation biology. It's a newer department, but my focus is in non-native ungulates. So the general outdoor wealth and the health, focusing on conservation and landowner education. So I kind of take it full circle and work it into here at Ducks Unlimited. It kind of found a way for me to merge my passion and love for hunting, as well as kind of what I love to do academically. And then in the future, I hope to move forward into the private sector for consulting and landowner education. Seeing everyone come together for conservation while I was up front, giving out the awards and saying thank you to everyone, it really went a little deeper than just seeing the people in the crowd, because I got to see not just what we do, but the amount of impact that we have. So it really meant more than just having people turn out. It went another step further to, oh my goodness, we're actually making a difference.
It's really cool to see all these people who care and spend this money towards conservation so that we can continue to do what we love. I'm from a place where it used to be considered the goose hunting capital of the world, and now it's all subdivisions. And so that's another reason that this Ducks Unlimited and Waterfowl are passionate to see that not happen to other areas, especially. That's kind of what's got me into the conservation and just protecting wetlands and stuff like that.
I'm hopeful for the future of conservation. It's kind of a doom and gloom subject sometimes, especially in some of my lectures. The professors especially, they hit it hard and they're like, oh no, the world's falling to pieces. But at the end of the day, I'm very hopeful because I feel like we're on the brink of greatness, and so we know what needs to happen next, and we're willing to kind of take a step back and think outside of the box. And so I'm really excited to see what is coming in the future for just conservation in general, but also this new set of hunters and everything that's going to happen. My best advice for anyone who is out there maybe listening, maybe if I'm going to focus on college kids, it's to get active, it's to find your friends, it's to find something that you love and to pour your heart and soul into it, because it's extremely rewarding to kind of see what comes from it. I would say just in general to anyone out there is to be thankful for the little things. So have the moments, have the talks with granddad, walk across the beach, walk across the wetland. When you go out in the first thing in the morning and you're sitting in the blind and you're cold and you're shivering, just sit out and appreciate the beauty that's there to be had. So take the time to enjoy the little things.
My dad told me this, and I kind of words to live by, but he told me you never fail until you quit trying. And those are kind of words to live by for me, is that don't give up. I mean, there's so much of life to live and hunting, and you have bad seasons and it gets tough and you run into obstacles, but I mean, as a college student especially, don't give up. Just keep dragging it out. It'll be worth it in the end. And another thing, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it's not, but trust in God. That'll never fail. That'll get you where you need to go 100% of the time. So that's what I have to say about that. So.
Apparently there's a special something in here.
Go for it.
We like special surprises.
I know.
Got the old honey bun ready. Can't forget the honey buns. It's gonna be full of honey buns.
Hey.
Points down always.
Oh yeah.
Can't forget, I put an entire box of honey buns in the blind bag.
I don't care. We kind of got you going.
Yeah.
We're hunting a partially flooded duck pond, not a lot of water, but down here that's all you really need. You don't need too much water. Got a lot of motion decoys, not the best conditions, so like 43 degrees, no wind, blue skies, but we're gonna make the best of it. And we got ducks flying, so we're gonna get in the blind.
Pull right side. Low. I don't see anything else.
They really know where they want to go.
Yep.
They must know where they're going at the moment.
Yeah, well, I mean, why would you leave a huge group of birds to come down here? Yeah, no. Single? All right, that one down. We've got a single to turn.
Trying to film on the big camera.
What? Yeah, right.
Goose hunt.
We could. We have a lot of geese over here.
I'm thinking that
I'm thinking that Tony
it
sounds
is
pretty damn
breakfast
good
time.
right now.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it's about time for breakfast.
I didn't eat dinner last night, so we
I
need
think
to
a
eat.
big plate of biscuits and gravy.
Oh,
sounds
don't even start that.
absolutely
Stop.
fantastic right
Yeah,
now.
I'll start picking up decoys right now.
Because Tony's known for his biscuits. Is it Tony's?
No, it's just a good little breakfast
they're
diner
like
place.
Homemade
Little hometown.
biscuits and
Ooh.
everything, but it's just like a local diner.
Yeah,
There's really no like
it's not super special
restaurants
or anything,
around here.
No, there's not. It's like
That's-
back at work.
That's the best you get around here. So
Yeah, so we gonna wrap it up. We saw a good amount of birds. They're just not wanting to be here. We got a really big feed over probably about
Northwest of
3/4 mile away, and that's pulling all our birds away from us. So it's hard to compete with live birds, and we're getting wind now, but we didn't have any wind this morning. So we're gonna go get some breakfast and figure out a game
Think
plan.
about our game plan.
Yeah, figure out a game plan for tomorrow. 'Cause whatever we did today, it just wasn't quite
work.
working out. So. Yeah, so most people go and buy decoy rigs at the store. They're normally like, what, 40? How much do they cost? Like 40, 50 bucks? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
30, 40, 30, 40. But if I'm not a budget college kid, what I do is you can buy like a 20 pack of these crimps, or a 40 pack of these crimps for like $3 a weight. It's like $1. I don't know. Normally you can get, if you find them on sale, you get like weight for $1, and you buy these swivels for like a pack of them for like $3 or $4. And then what I use weed eater line for my for my rigs, and I make all these by myself, and it ends up being a lot cheaper. Takes a little bit of time, so if you're just like wanting to get like just like a dozen, it generally makes more sense to go buy a pack. When you have as many decoys as I have, I'll just sit here and go buy a couple packs of weed eater line and make them myself, and that generally works. And it's a good way to save money, especially when you're college kids like us and you gotta spend all your money on the decoys and not the rigs. So that's what I've been doing. I've been doing that for a long time. A lot of old guides kind of taught me that trick, and it's worked out great so far. Caught a lot of birds over these decoys and these rigs. So. Simple Texas rig, really easy.